sure. So I'm Michael Osterrieder. I'm the founder and CEO of VAIsual.com, and I'm a content creator since 20 years. I create content by whatever methods, like stock photography, 3D graphics, all types of media, whatever I can get my hands on, I'd like to create. And obviously, I commercialized this inspiration at some point. And I think humans have the need to express themselves. They always had the need to express themselves. So it might be in a commercial context, it might be in an artistic context. It doesn't really matter. And when you feel the need to create, you need usually the tools and the skills to do so. So when you want to create a visual content creation, you need some certain investment, a talent, a skill, a medium to create whatever you have in your mind. And that imposes certain limitations on your creations. It costs money, it costs time, you have to hire people, you have to learn how to paint, and so on. It's a difficult process. So what we are at now with synthetic media, we have an evolution of tools of creation, of visual creation. I mean, I'm in the image synthesis area. We want to generate images via AI. So obviously, I focus on the visual part of things. And the evolution of visual media goes a long way from various analog instruments to chemical processes like the classic photography, to digital photography, to smartphones, and so on. And what we are facing now with synthetic media is a paradigm shift from static content packages to dynamically created and generated content. We basically train a digital brain to memorize and to be able to memorize visual content, which is then able to generate any type of visual content in the end. So we won't need any more physical tools to be able to generate media. It will be perfectly enough to instruct an AI to do that for us. So what we are specifically working in is a text to image solution, which means we can type in text into an interface and generate media in this interface. Like we can see it here. I prepared a little video here. So in these text, which can be input, can be replaced by any type of token, of command. Like this input can be the movement of your mouse, it can be brainwaves, it can be literally anything. And you can visualize content, media, synthetic media via various input methods. So, so in order to train AI to generate synthetic media, it relies a lot on the dataset input right now. So you need to train AI probably on the input to be able to generate synthetic media output. Here in our case, in VAIsual case, we concentrate on humans in the first place. We shoot data sets in the studio right now. We shoot thousands of people in studio to generate these data sets. These people signed a biometric model release. They are aware of what their data is used to. It's a very important factor in AI training nowadays. Lots of AI companies just scrape data from the internet, use whatever they get their hands on as data sets, which implies various ethical and legal questions, which can be difficult to answer. And well, we train this AI on human biometrics until it is able to output literally any human possible right now. We don't limit it to humans. We want to expand our data sets to literally any kind of visual input and output as soon as we can. Obviously, this is then the ultimate creation tool for any artist. Here, a short video how we shoot the data sets currently in Buenos Aires. If it's fast enough. So for us, it's very important that the people involved actually know about it, actually know what their data is used for, agree to it, and we have full legal clearance on the usage of this data as well for AI training. Okay. So as mentioned, mentioned, for me personally, a fully trained AI for image synthesis is the ultimate creation tool. As Ashish mentioned earlier, there's so many different use cases for it. It's literally endless. Literally any visual content you can see nowadays on the net will be replaced by almost zero production cost media very soon. This has obviously, talking about Ashish, this has obviously a lot of impact on the way we see and understand visual media at all. I mean, as mentioned earlier, right now, most visual media have been static content created by somebody, which used to be a proof of something. Like a photo was once a proof of some real existing media. And that will cease to exist in that form. You will not be able to distinguish between synthetic media and organic media in the near future.
Well, thank you very, very much, Michael.